Well, praise the Lord. Some people never stop trying. I gave that man a meal. It was ice and snowy out here. This morning, it's 27 degrees at America's first American city, and I sure was homeless across this nation from Atlanta to San Francisco. I'm going over here to my neighborhood, King Supers, on the Kroger, King Supers at Kroger, and now I'm going in there to get cinnamon rolls because I want breakfast. It's cold. I'm going all the way down to Safeway. Going right here. Where's the camera on? Got to. Let's see what happens today. It's been a while. It's been wonderful. I'm back home. I did get back, but it's been editing on the fly. It'll be alright. Concept of this video. Maybe you're new to watching. What is important to know? Kroger King Supers has a one size fits all. All we care about is money attitude at a corporate level. I believe that is administered by Cincinnati's headquarters in Cincinnati. And that was my last employer before I went homeless. It was a delay in me starting to work, which is the reason it caused me to be homeless. More details of that later in the video. Also, this King Supers location is hostile and aggressive more times than not. It is ridiculous how I have urged concern. The storage space on this phone filled up. I ain't worried about that. Once it gets up, it's up. And hey, I got an iPad in this backpack. Just got that. Okay. Just get better all the time. But Kroger King Supers is not at all. When I have new management, I have not been able to speak with her directly. I have done other things. There's so many videos on King Supers and Kroger on this channel. But today, going in there to try to get cinnamon rolls. And that's what you need to know. I also believe Kroger King Supers could just be better. Then there's another issue there where they believe I stole cigarettes. I believe I did not. I believe Judge Judy should just get us on a show. And I think we should just start carrying King Supers and Kroger whenever you can. Pack of cigarettes is like $8.50. There's a Cash App, a Venmo, and a PayPal transaction. You didn't tender it right. You wanted more money after you had already taken my Venmo and Cash App or PayPal, whatever it was. We go back there and let's go look at it. Let's get ready and go to Judge Judy. But let's look at the cost. This is going to cost you, Kroger. And you still be in LA. I don't think Kelly, the manager, will be here this morning, this early. He just opened at 6. It's like 6:30. Let's see. Take these out. I'm just going to go in there and get some rolls. Do I have my wallet with me? Yes, I do. Yay. Starbucks is over here. Right here, Starbucks. Nah, we're editing on the fly. I want to put this in here. Starbucks, and I have a list of organizations, companies that are very hospitable, general, maybe particularly towards homeless people. Starbucks gets an A+ rating. Kroger, you get an F. Safeway, you get like an A. I propose, if there's people in Cincinnati watching, this King Supers is in Capitol Hill, Denver. Premier neighborhood. We have the third highest population of homeless people in this country in Denver. Probably because there's more of them here, except for Kroger and King Supers than anywhere else. I want to tell you, thank you for Starbucks for caring and just being appropriate. When I'm like, hey, can you take a look at this YouTube channel and forward it on to Seattle? They do. They care. They're just like, why not? Over at Kroger and King Supers, their staff, we'll see in another video. I'm going to have a sneak peek at the end of this one of what I survived yesterday. I'm proposing that there is, I've heard, I think in Ped'lar, a King Supers, not the one they tore the back off of when we had 4-year-olds dead at the lobster tank. There's another King Supers Kroger store that has like a toast story on it. It's like a story, and they have like home goods. People here would love it. And so this is a suggestion. Make us King Supers a premier, whatever. And maybe Starbucks has already survived Kroger long enough. maybe there should be some talks. I bet there probably already is. Starbucks is really good at Safeway. They have a similar philosophy. Maybe, consumers, you could get some lessons from like Marks and Spencer from London. I studied abroad after my mother made me homeless. I'm trying to make this video the best it can be and be up quickly. That was my mother. She made me homeless. And Drew Acosta was also homeless during that time. He is a survivor of barely graduating from University of North Carolina at Greensboro and then going on vacation in Denver. Drew Acosta has never indicated an interest in ever coming to see me or really doing anything to help while I was homeless. I guess that's just how he was raised, because he certainly didn't help in 2016 when Tom Acosta made me homeless. Talked to them yesterday. Might not have the video up yet, so it'll be up here soon. They were great. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Looks like I got in. Boom, boom, pound. Black eyed peas. Go this way. Boom, boom, boom. That's a good album. This came out in 2009. The End. Oh, their last album. Oh, here comes God. Oh, he's right here. Let's see how this goes. Hello. You know what to do with it. I've got video. I haven't had it up yet. Of security guard guarding the eggs. Right there. And on his cell phone. Keeping us safe from eggs. I guess. Alright, cinnamon rolls is something I love. We have bacon and cinnamon rolls and eggs for breakfast this morning. Got free turnover. Be great. Cinnamon rolls. The cheap ones. I'm gonna get two things of them. Have cinnamon rolls all of the time. Okay. Oh. Do I need anything else? If I needed anything else, those stamps ain't gonna cover it. Remember, I've defeated homelessness like 200 days plus ago. Still can't work. A good example of what I'm talking about. I've got 2 Q-tips. I'll have more, and the Lord provides. And yes, the United States government is spending $6,000 every single month for housing, medication, and utilities. It is costing us $72,000 a year, and it's going to get higher than that. Cannot work. Do not have an 11th Social Security card. I have Q-tips. I'm hopeful the Lord provides. I looked at a job last night. It's in Los Angeles. I would be great at it. I'm not going to leave here. Here is what is best for me. It is the best this country can do. And I took Tom Acosta to Manhattan a week after I defeated homelessness. This is the best we can do today and tomorrow and the next day. When this song came out, I had graduated from Illinois University. I was living in Charlotte, North Carolina. Stevie Stephen Art Children's, love my life, I guess. Passed in October this year. 57 years old of lung cancer. During that time, I was on an airplane, and I left Charlotte, went to Nashville. I was going to a job interview for tobacco sales rep, RTR. That week was when the federal government gave the, how am I supposed to word this? I'll finish this story here in a minute. Thank you. Morning shift usually doesn't like me, and it was the guy in the back. He's one of the ones that this new guy up here who was nice, friendly. You could see Kroger, Cincinnati, the whole damn real world. You see Nathan paid for his shit. Praise the Lord. Spending federal dollars on Snap for my cinnamon rolls because I need them. All right. Do I really need them? Well, I want them. Cinnamon rolls. And I did tell my friend who's coming over that I'd have them. So I guess I do need them. One thing that's important to know, while I was homeless, in this nation, we actually reduced the amount of SNAP available to people. So I had to live with less. Times were tough, and they got tougher while homeless. Having enough to eat on a day-to-day basis today is still a challenge. And I will say, do I have thoughts on, like, if you're homeless, you should have maybe a special allowance to get better nutrition, maybe more protein and things like that? Yes, absolutely. I'm actually concerned I did not get enough protein and essential vitamins that may cause me to have a very debilitating illness or earlier loss of life. I'm a tobacco smoker, but I do believe it'll probably come from something from the nutrition lost or never gained while I was homeless. So I have actually a ton of recommendations and things that I would like to present to someone like Nancy Pelosi, which is why I just need to get to Washington, D.C. One other thing to know, my brother, Acosta, who never helped, really. He did help in small monetary amounts early on while homeless, but not really did he care. And he should be the one that helps the most, or helped the most. He should still be right by my side in some way, but he is not. Drew Acosta actually does grow food for the Charlotte farmers market. So when you eat food that was grown by my brother, it comes at a weird high cost, doesn't it? Because you don't know that I'm his brother. I do not know if it is appropriate for Drew to be involved with the Charlotte farmers market or even employed at Amazon, a company I have a completely different and much better relationship with. Successful at King Supers, but you see how high stress this is. And you're going to back. Was just it's too early, don't want to deal with Nate today. Looks like he's just doesn't want to deal with us either with his camera on. It's always a day here at King Supers Recovery. This was my last employer. It took 11 weeks for them to hire me. Did a boomers going on vacation, funerals, everything that people homes have to do besides be at work. And it took 11 weeks for them to hire me so that they could have some right person there to start my computer training. I'm making my bacon. Editing on the fly. From what I remember, we had to have some parts and it was not there. Finally get there and enter me into the system. And what was on the computer training? It was the most basic stuff, probably legally required. So we're legally required to know how to lift. Kroger has to educate us on how to lift if we're going to stock things at night. And it was things like if there's a chemical spill and the chemical or cleaning station, very, very fourth graders could do that. I probably could have done the job. we're legally mandated to have that computer training, but we reduce the amount of SNAP. You don't have any sort of special protection for homeless people who often are at food banks, staying wherever they can, and it did happen to me multiple times, including with a Denver Human Services employee of the city of Denver. I'll be filing a grievance on. Where you have dropped your food from your food bank to stay and survive for temporarily at that place, and then you leave without the food. Sometimes because somebody's horny. I was going to stop cans at night. I was working at a pizza restaurant nearby. I needed more hours somewhere, so I had to work a sick job right at King Soopers. Was the fit. Those 11 weeks caused me to be homeless across America for 2 years. There were other setbacks, including time Acosta for sure. Absolutely felt like God sent me to West Virginia to find out he was sleeping with a 7-year-old boy. King Soopers and Kroger's are kind, but they're not. So when you see just how close it is. I think about people like Ginger Day, who goes to, what's the name called? It was called at there in Bradshaw. Ginger Day. She's bigger than that SUV right there. Supposed to work for McDowell Faces, an organization for health. And it was very shitty to Nathan. Like a lot of McDowell County, not all of it, but too much of it. And it just happens to be very significant. I'm from the poorest rural place in America, which defeated homelessness. This is my home, the Ivy. Built 1906. Looks to me, it's been maybe even bigger than 60,000 square feet. The square footage of Tom Acosta's Colburn's Mansion, built in 1919, and today falling down like Neverland Ranch. Okay, I'm home. Oh, shit. Oh! Gotta save my Kroger receipts. Oh. I wonder when Cincinnati will finally get tuned in. Oh, shit. I don't know why the lights aren't on right here, but I reported that. Trying to be America's best neighbor. Adjusting your life after homelessness is something, especially when you have no income, and it takes you 126 days to acquire your own box of trash bags. 37 days. Time it took for me to acquire a shower curtain. Now, in the McDowell County, and I'll link this in the description on this video, there was a documentary, Emmy nominated. My father, his father, Tom Acosta, was Emmy nominated, and at the end of this documentary, everyone can make a difference. And someone should try. I can't remember that quote exactly, but it's in there. Everybody can make a difference. Everybody should try something like that. Well, Tom Acosta, you sleeping with a 7-year-old boy. You going to hell. Is it for you? You tried to sue the state of West Virginia over $485,000 mural. The state doesn't even need to take it down because it features the dog the governor is breaking the first commandment on by worshiping. Do you like this new style video? I do. Let's break it down a little bit. Okay. So, Tom Acosta, sleeping with a 7-year-old on city council. I got a whole other video called All Kinds of Welcome here in West Virginia. Link in the description. The boomers there in West Virginia really did, after Tom Acosta, take away the sleeping with a 7-year-old boy, which is impossible. Also factor in, like, Ginger Day, biggest that SUV. Where is the cares and prayers? And a big old ginger. You see how the credibility of West Virginia is gone. Eliminated, it's smoked out of his butthole. But the voters in West Virginia really did. After Tom Acosta already took more than $20,000 from the town of Rennell, West Virginia. We have the mayor later. Here's a picture. Right here's a picture of the mayor next to the governor with a worker from the state of West Virginia holding a picture of the governor with his dog. But, you know, the voters in West Virginia really did. After Tom Acosta never fulfilled his contract to honor U.S. veterans in that mural, he then was really, seriously, I believe he lost the lawsuit. I haven't got complete confirmation on that. But they really did. They really did. Oh, do you see how fucked up that is? They really did have like a legal proceeding. And I think decided, no, Tom Acosta doesn't get dog butthole mural money. Praise the Lord. Oh, I've got my stuff for my breakfast. My friend will be here in a little bit. But an excursion out to King Soopers from Kroger. Surviving 27 degrees. I want you tired. Very much. Prayers matter. It might be what keeps that man alive. Prayers are fresh for everyone. Oh yes, I never finished my story about going to Nashville for a job interview for tobacco sales rep for Reynolds American Tobacco Company. Camelot's, Winston, Salem, those still around. The FDA got stronger ability to regulate tobacco that week. And Nathan was prepared at the interview. Nathan knew that. It happened like the day before. And Nathan asked in the interview, how will this decision in Washington affect the position? And the tobacco sales rep interviewing people, whatever they were, they said, you know, you're smart. We are actually going to even offer you a position where we're just doing interviews, because that's what boomers do. So, I came back to Charlotte. I interned, and I worked at Olive Garden, and I worked at Red Robin, and I worked at Starbucks. I think I wasn't working at Olive Garden and Red Robin at the same time, but I was working at 3 jobs, and that internship was for serious medical staffing. Eric Bang was the person I reported to. He was in charge of the company. His daughter ended up going to the Olympics last summer. Serious medical staffing help. Did they know about it? Yes, I think they did. They never paid me in 2009. They reimbursed my gas. I had to later have a longer commute and stuff, but that's what happened. After my mother made me homeless in 2004, and Tom Acosta made me homeless in 2016, I fell victim to it again. 2022. There was 60% likelihood lifetime for my parents not being married. It's 38% likelihood lifetime for being homeless, and then 22% on top for being LGBT. You know what? Let's do a sneak peek of what I survived yesterday. Praise the Lord. Got into King Soopers, and I asked to see Kelly, the manager. And this woman over here needs to be terminated. She's like, no, I can't. You can't see Kelly. And she's going for the security. This is costing King Soopers a lot. I need to see Kelly. Can I see Kelly, please? I need to see Kelly. How can I see Kelly?
Kelly not here right now.
I need to see her. It is important.
Let me try to see if I can get somebody else right now. Can you go?
I can walk outside with you.
Is manager here? They said she should be at 8 o'clock.
Can I leave a message for her to call me so I don't come back to the store?
Can you come back at 8 o'clock?
No, I can't.
Yeah, look, there's no manager here. I'm sorry about that, though. I'm trying to help
We
you out.
do need management here.
You assaulted an employee. You can wait over there when they come in here, but you assaulted an employee.
So you can go.
I did not assault the
Yes, you
employee.
did.
The employee assaulted me.
No, he didn't.
The employee assaulted me.
It's the cameras. You got it on camera. You can go.
We did have to make a.
I would love to get this on CNN, and you understand exactly how messed up
That
you
is
are.
fine, but you can go.
I need to see
That's
Kelly.
fine.
My phone number is 720-867-5309. Man, yesterday was a big deal. you see that lady, she's saying that I assaulted an employee. And I'm like, no, you just kind of made that up. Kroger, you lie, you cheat, you steal, you ain't paying your employees. Right. And this lady here just doesn't need to be there. But you see, like, if I had assaulted an employee, I believe that security guard would have been a little bit more like, let's make sure everybody's safe. But you see, he's kind of more on edge about my camera. She just made that shit up. And we could definitely go. This is why I have the camera now on at King Supers, because we have to protect ourselves from Kroger. We really do. We saw what happened in Boulder. We have to understand how big a deal this is for me to just go buy cinnamon rolls. Yesterday was just to go see Kelly, but this is all of the time, and this is the last employer I had before I went homeless. I'll do a video of me at Safeway. I did one already, living more richly all of the time. I'll do another one. You see the difference. As you're on the fly, you gotta love it. I really do think that's awful that she said I'd assaulted an employee. There was no physical contact at all yesterday. Praise the Lord. But she doesn't need to be there. Okay, she's like Todd at the Denver Rescue Mission. Link in that description. A worse situation, but good that I'm bringing it up now. We're gonna finish this clip what I started yesterday, and then I'm actually gonna play you a clip to show and elevate and just emphasize and put it all here in this video. We'll do it again as its own link in its own video. I want to show you a clip of the bathrooms at the lower downtown King Supers, which was the store I worked at. This clip here, we're gonna finish this up, and then I will see what is acceptable in America's first American city, the greatest country in the world, at the largest grocer in the world. These are the bathrooms that are apparently the best they can do. One other thing. Homeless across this nation, from LA to San Francisco. I survived it, defeated it. I'm in the army. Never reached it a single time in my entire lifetime. Okay? This lady saying I was a social employee, it is not in my nature. I went to go see the manager, Kelly, yesterday to tell her, follow up with the business cards that I had also delivered. It's already on YouTube on an earlier video link in the description. I was calling to do a professional human touch with Kelly. To say, are you aware of the channel? I want to come back in here and not be assaulted or have aggressive confrontation. I just want to be able to shop here when you're open. And I survived homelessness due to Kroger. That was kind of but you see how just trying to see her. I'll probably end up having to do a video more on yesterday. There's more in it, but wanted to include that. Finish clip, you'll see bathrooms.
I need Kelly to call me.
Can you call? Can you try to call the phone?
No, I can't. I need Kroger. This is a billion-dollar corporation. I need them.
Bro, I'm sorry, man. She's not
contact
here. I'm trying to
me.
help you out, right?
I'm leaving.
All right, thank you, bro.
Fresh for everyone. We spend more Kroger on lobbying than the entire operating budget of the American Heart Association. They tore the back off the one in Boulder when there was 4-year-old's dead lobster tank.
Try to call the phone and see.
Can you call the Denver Post or the news?
I'm not.
Can you call the Department of Homeland Security?
All right, well, thank you. I'm having that.
I have a nice one when I ask, can you call the Department of Homeland Security? Can you get Sarah Palin on this?
You know, there are times when I really do miss my mother, and if she might not laugh at that now, she might not remember who Sarah Palin is. Link to the description of this video about Eleanor Roosevelt and what happened to my mother's memory. But I would say that let's take a look at the bathrooms right now. Okay, let's break this down. You can see the graffiti on the wall, and then look at this whole situation. Whatever the fuck this is like the toilet for the men's. That's the one they have there at the lower downtown King Supers on Kroger. I want to compare this to the shot. It is the way my brain works. It just immediately resonated with me, as this looks a whole lot like this shot of the elevator at the San Francisco homeless shelter. And yes, I was homeless in Atlanta, I was homeless in West Virginia, and homeless in San Francisco. On my 620th day, this is what the situation was for the elevator. Now, they actually fixed that. They also ran out of food, and then they gave got me a ride on an airplane to come back to Colorado when I was second month for housing. Had to wait 3 more months before I got housed. But that all happened. But the homeless shelter in San Francisco actually fixed that elevator situation before I left. But this is still going on here at King Supers and Kroger, getting lower downtown in Denver, Colorado. I do believe I have some video I've never uploaded a long time ago while I was still homeless. And I was at the same store. I was trying to get to the Baylor where I took that shot. Here's a picture of my last day working at Kroger before I went homeless. But then I never uploaded it. I might have footage of the bathrooms from months ago showing you it's been this way for a long time.
Now hiring. This is the Kroger store I worked at. Unsatisfactory. Right there is the Lodo King Supers. That bathroom was unacceptable. A Modally HVAC place that laid me off twice. World's largest HVAC manufacturer. It's like just a pop in a corner right there. We used to walk to King Supers for lunch. I tried to speak with the HR manager that hired me, Shanna Rika, who's from Mebane, North Carolina, and I worked at the Mebane Sheets convenience store when I was a sophomore at Elon University. So much of the world has not been aware or known that I work full-time at a convenience store, third shift in this city, community in Alamance County, where Shanna Rika, the U.S. Navy veteran, hired me and was the person that may remember. I hired Nathan. I remember he had to wait for his computer training. She told me about being friendly and caring. We had a connection in North Carolina. Our military service, and my involvement in the mural work, and just in general, very glad to be starting at King Supers finally after 11 weeks, as things progressed, other things that are on my mind today. Shanna Rika's no longer there. I can't have the human connection. The best one I had, they did tell me that security was who I had to talk to, and they went and talked to a manager named Bert, and Bert looked at me across the counter. He was like, yeah, she's been gone for a year. But I did email her. Email didn't bounce back. She may have changed positions. She may have moved to another state, still working for Kroger. I don't know what happened to Shanna Rika, but at Walgreens in COVID, where we've got other videos on this, where it's they've got a new manager every other, 2 managers in charge in 1 week, all the time. But you saw the bathrooms there, and see, I had to push a button, and they had to let me in. Where am I walking to right now? I'm actually going to Pizza Ped'lar, but it's now Dust Sauce Pizza Cream and Spirits. They're not open yet, but this was where I worked before I got the job at King Supers. I know that there is an assistant manager that will remember this. Matt Johnson will remember it too, the guy who helped me get the job here. This pizza chain sold, the small business changed ownership and renamed it to new people. But when it was Pizza Ped'lar, it was run by Rick Marion. He may remember this. I cleaned the bathrooms so good. They had never been that clean before. The assistant manager was in tears at how changed they were, how much better they were. The dirt was just caked on, and it just became this very sparkling. It's all in the So Fresh and So Clean video. But if I can do that at Pizza Ped'lar, I had another store, see what happened right before I started working at the grocery store, King Supers third shift, another third shift job. There was potential that pizza restaurant could have turned into more of a better growth, full-time, maybe possible management opportunity. I was possibly thinking about going to Evergreen, I think is where the other store was. But it was changes in the COVID economy and other factors beyond my control meant the store eventually closed while I was homeless, or changed ownership. That is the world's largest grocer, and they spend, Kroger and King Supers, you guys spend on lobbying what the American Heart Association's annual budget is. I think you spend a little bit more than the AHA. You're the cure, Kroger. Fresh for everyone. What about these bathrooms?
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. You made it to this video. I got a lot more to say on Kroger Key Supers. Another one would be, I know somebody that had a partner die. Works there at that location. And is having to ask his mother, I think another person on Social Security, for help so that someone died unexpectedly, and now it's like we got to scramble so we don't go homeless. Kroger Keep Supers is happening again. Thank you for watching this wild and more wonderful video. Situation happened this morning today, and just throwing it into the bathrooms was a good idea. Please like, comment, subscribe, and definitely see the links in the description. I do try to put it in there now so that you can have your own journey on the channel. I'll be making it better all of the time. God bless.